time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing here tonight? Well, we are here for the Mystic Racing League, and we are here for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see some crazy action because tonight we're here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with quite a few cars here tonight. And, you know, the fun thing about what we're seeing here tonight, though, is just how this race is going to, we're doing 50 laps that we're going to be taking on here tonight. So with that being said, pit strategies, cautions if they come out, how will this all play in effect for tonight, knowing that these are the ARCA cars? Back in the day, the good old racing type of deal, these cars handle a lot different than what we're used to seeing here on broadcasts. So, we usually do the Xfinity Leagues, the next gen, or the Gen 4 series. Now we're here seeing the ARCA cars. We have so far tonight about 18 drivers here that has showed up during this practice session. We got 3 minutes, about 50 seconds left of practice, then go into qualifying, and then it is time to go racing here in just a little bit. So at the moment of time, we're going to go down, see how everybody's doing, maybe try to get some interviews in, talk to a couple of these drivers to see what it takes to get around here. Right now, Michael Cole is your fastest during this practice session. John Freeman holding on to second. Brad Nelson in third. Gavin Henson in fourth. Alex P. right now in fifth. That's rounding your top five here at this moment in time. The best time out there is a 53.102. And John Freeman, he's got a 53.105. Basically just a .003 of a difference from each other on these lap times during this practice session. So, with everything going on, let's go and talk to a couple of these drivers, see how they're doing, and what it takes to get around this racetrack, knowing anything is possible. So let's see if we can talk to Alex, see if he's out there on the track, pull him up here, see how he's doing, and then we can also talk to Jeff Fisher out there tonight. Actually, we'll pull up Jeff Fisher. I believe he's out there getting ready to get situated. We'll talk to him real quick. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's leaving pit road as we speak. Let's see if he's out there in our chat right now. And he is. Let's see how he's doing. Hey, Jeff, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
All right, bud. Seeing you out here tonight, having some fun during this practice session. Right now, just out there 15th place, trying to get situated. How is it going out here, and what does it take, bud, to get yourself in the pole position during qualifying and get the race win tonight?
Well, it's a bit of a practice on this one. Never been on this track in ARCA, but we're getting it all ready. My crew chief and I are just getting things squared away before we get going for qualifying.
Heck yeah, well, I just want to wish you luck, bud. Have some fun out there. Let's see what you have in store for us, and let's see if we can talk to you at the end of this race.
All right, sounds good. I hope to hear you.
Sounds good. All right, that is Jeff Fisher there tonight. All right, let's see who else we can talk to. It looks like our scoreboard's not pulling up on that screen for some odd reason right now, but some odd reason. Let's gotta love it. Let's see if we can talk to right now, if he's out there on the track right now in this number 92. Let's see how Alex is doing here tonight. Hey, Alex, is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Brandon. Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How's it going out there tonight, bud? And what does it take to get yourself in a very good spot and get yourself into a victory lane?
These cars are super tight, so it's going to be about exiting the corner and not hitting the wall. If you hit the wall, you're going to have real damage when you're done. So you got to take it real careful for corner exit.
Well, you know, from how these cars are handling, you've been out there for a little bit. Are we going to be dealing with a loosey-goosey type of car tonight? Or, you know, right now, track temperature 109 degrees during this practice. Do you think that's going to be one of our issues tonight?
No, so I ran a full tire run, a full fuel run, and my tires were pretty bad after, but it never got any looser. It was tight the whole time. So I think it's going to be a little bit of saving tires, trying to make them last, but it's going to be tight regardless. So who can manage it best and get the best finish, I guess we'll see who wins here.
Heck yeah. Well, bud, I just want to wish you luck. Have fun out there, and we'll talk to you at the end of this.
Yes, sir. Let's hope we're talking later.
Sounds good. You're part of 5-star, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, that is Alex there tonight, getting ready to get situated. We are now getting ready to start our qualifying part of the night here tonight. Let's see who's going to be able to be the first one off of pit road and get themselves in a good spot and get themselves in a pole position tonight. So right now, Alex getting ready to leave pit road, getting his lap time started here in just a little bit. But since we have a moment of time here tonight, we definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody out there watching week in and week out. Thank you, everybody tuning in here. Hope everybody's doing very well. And also, you know, all of our sponsors here for the league and for the broadcast week in and week out. We cannot thank you all enough for it. You know, just if it wasn't for y'all be able to give us come out here and allow these drivers to give us a show to be able to produce, you know, we want to be able to have something. So thank you so that. But here we are with all of our sponsors here. We want to give a big shout out to is going to be a barbecue beef sauce. Head on over to their Facebook or website and order you some delicious barbecue sauce. They have a lot of multiple different flavors. You can head on over to Amazon and they get you some over there. Also to Delta Tire being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want to get yourself a new tire, get some front end alignments, things like that, they could hook you up. So we want to appreciate Delta Tire coming on board here tonight too. Also, the Sheath Underwear, if you use promo code NOLIFT, you can get yourself 20% off a pair of underwear. So we appreciate Sheath coming on board here tonight. Also to Dubby, if you want to get yourself a energy drink, it's a powdered energy drink, put in water or things like that. They have multiple different flavors, things like that. They can help you out. We appreciate them coming on board tonight to be able to do everything they can do here. Also to Janik Earth and Asphalt LLC, we appreciate them coming on board here tonight too for the Mystic Racing League. Also, we got a couple other sponsors we can give a big shout out to tonight for this Black Diamond Designs ARCA Racing Series here tonight. And that's going to be Fall Creek, Fall Creek Plumbing, residential and commercial plumbing needs, established in 2021. If you want to get your need some plumbing needs done at your place, look them up. Fall Creek, and residential and your commercial for your plumbing needs. We appreciate them coming on board here tonight for the Mystic Racing League ARCA Series. Also, we want to give a shout out to is going to be another league sponsor here is the NXT Level Technologies. We appreciate them coming on board here for the league. Also, we want to support all of our sponsors for the league and the broadcast. And we love to help local mom and pop places, little businesses, and anything like that. So we want to appreciate them coming on board tonight. Also, and the other ones we want to give a big shout out to is going to be Black Diamond Designs. If you want to get yourself a new design made for your car, for your iRacing needs, or things like that, they can hook you up. We appreciate Black Diamond Designs coming on board here tonight too. Alrighty. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to see about a minute and 30 seconds left of qualifying. We'll go through our grid here in just a little bit. Looks like Evan right now is your fastest in the number 71 machine. He is currently sitting at a 53.231 here at the moment of time. Gavin Henson right now holding on to second. Jacob right now holding on to third. Brad holding on to fourth. And Adam holding on to your fifth place here at this moment of time. Looks like right now Joshua Gillen out there on the track. Let's see if we can talk to or see where he's at here in just a little bit too. Looks like our camera designs or our camera's kind of messed up here at the second. Gotta love it. But while I get that updated and we got 47 seconds left, we'll be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
Including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
Alrighty, let's go through our starting grid here tonight. I know the paint schemes I try to get updated, so hopefully they're updated here, but it won't be on our system here. But starting in row number 1 for tonight, we have Evan and Gavin. In row number 2, we have Jacob and Brad. In row number 3, we have Adam and David. In row number 4, we have Michael and Andy. In row number 5, we have Lee and Alex. In row number 6, we have Jeffrey and Joey. In row number 7, we have Gino and Steven. In row number 8, we have John and Glenn. And row number 9, we have Joshua and Andrew. And that is everybody through our starting grid here tonight. Hopefully we got all the camera angles fixed here and the paint schemes updated. We did have the refresh and everything like that. Hopefully they're all corrected here. Gotta love technology, gotta love broadcasters' difficulties here. But we do apologize for any of our mess ups here tonight. Alrighty, so here for the Mystic Racing League under the pacing laps here tonight. Let's get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Pace car is going to take that hard left into pit road here in just a little bit. And then it's time to go green flag racing. The flag man will start dancing up in his little box here tonight. Let's find out who's got what it takes to get themselves in a very good spot tonight. For some odd reason, some of the schemes are showing and some of the schemes are not here tonight. I don't know why it keeps having these issues. iRacing, I know I just did the update here tonight, and of course, it probably will mess up on us here tonight. All right, so with that being said, don't forget to give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook side of things and our subscribe to our YouTube side of things tonight. We definitely would appreciate it. Let's see if we can get trading pages to try to see if we can have it updated once again here. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do here, sorry. For some odd reason, Trading Banks, it's been giving us all these wonderful issues here. Alrighty, so while we update it, I do apologize. Let's see if it updates even better here. I hate to do it on the broadcast, but it's not wanting to cooperate for us here up in the booth. Pace car will take that hard left in the pit road. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. While the cars are all gray and getting updated, I don't know why. Alright, here we go. I think we got her maybe updated better. Green flag out in the air. Here we go once again. Apparently, what you got to do is foreclose the systems here. Green flag. Beautiful pass here. Looking like Evan holding on to your lead. Second place is Gavin, Brad in third, Jacob in fourth, Adam in fifth here at this moment of time. A little bit of side-by-side action going on through the field. You can see your leader going all the way down to the bottom, trying to break up that draft for the drivers behind. We'll see that quite a few times here tonight. Try to mess up some of these drivers here. Definitely the draft is key here at Indianapolis. 115 degrees on the track here tonight. Air temperature 75. Wind speed is 12. Northeast wind direction here tonight. Joey right now in the 41, holding on to 8th place, all getting everywhere. You can see everybody everywhere on the track, almost a 3 wide there for a quick moment. Side-by-side action going on right in front of the 41 here at the moment in time. You can see here comes the 41 to make it 3 wide coming out of the corner. That was close. Beautiful pass. Here's the 21 holding on in the middle once again. The 43 up high. 3 wide right now, while the 47 is going to try to take that drive to the inside line here for the Mystic Racing League. Beautiful pass by these drivers right behind Joey at the moment, holding on to 6th place. They're right behind the battle is going to be the Michael Cole, Andy Berry, and David Moyer at the moment for 7th, 8th, and 9th. So lap 2 has been completed here at this moment of time. A little bit of gap. Here comes, here's the number 10 around Joshua. That's going to bring out our caution here tonight. He's going to bring it right into pit road. Let's go back a little bit and see what just happened. Going for a little crazy ride. Saw him kicking it sideways. Here's touches the wall. That's just going to get him turned around. Hits. He misses the cone. Luckily, the cone is safe here tonight. Did not get into the wall, so he just basically roughed up the tires here. Maybe he'll have to get some fresh ones here tonight or not. But, man, that could have been definitely dangerous. That could have hurt a lot here. So, being under our first caution of the night here we go. Let's find out who's going to come down pit road, knowing that we've only completed 3 laps here. We only have 48 laps to go. Also, a little bit about tonight, too, I didn't mention, is tonight's distance, 126 miles. These drivers are going to be doing here tonight. 114 degrees. You can see definitely a very sunny day here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The track length 2.51 miles long, 2.5 miles basically here. That's what we're seeing. Got a little delayed with everything going on here. Kind of had a rush of trying to get situated here. I do apologize last week of missing the race due to power outages and fire calls and everything. It was a little hectic. We had some good storms coming in the past week. Actually, it feels like every week that we've been getting a little bit of rain and some storms coming in. So I do apologize for that. That situation for us missing a race. It's just you never know what the weather could be, especially here in Michigan. It could be good one day and bad another. Alrighty, so we got pace car lights are still on. Let's see if we can get some interviews in here and see how some of these drivers are doing here tonight. Another driver we could talk to. Let's see if we could talk to Evan here tonight up at your lead. Let's see what it takes to get himself in a good spot. Hey, Evan, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, bud. See you holding on to the lead right now. We've only completed a couple laps, but you got yourself a good spot here tonight. What does it take, bud, to keep these drivers behind you and try to bring them home?
Well, I think just keeping the tires under you. We're really burning off the right front, so really just racing your race and not racing others, I think, will really help in the long run.
Heck yeah. Well, bud, I wanted to wish you luck. Have some fun out there, and let's see if we can talk to you at the end of this race in victory lane.
Yep.
All right, that is Evan there tonight, holding on to your lead. Gavin Henson holding on to second place. And right now holding on to third is Adam Holston. Brad Nelson in fourth, and Joey Beam in fifth, rounding your top 5 here. We got 15 drivers. Looks like right now Joshua has brought it into the infield here with that little crazy nice save, the getting it off the wall. But we should be going green flag this time by. And those drivers will be getting all side by side and getting lined back up. You can see they're already trying to get it situated up front. So with being new here for the Mystic Racing League, we trying to get into what's going on. We're going to talk about here tonight your standings. So with us missing a little bit of last week, so as of last week at Chicagoland, Lee Campbell right now is your points leader. He is at 1,416 points. 9 points away is going to be Brad Nelson. He's at 1,407. Basically, 1 point away from Brad Nelson is going to be in third is Alex P. holding on with 1,406 points. He's only 10 points away from Lee Campbell. And then we got 53 points away. That's going to be in fourth. Ronnie Foster holding your fourth place and your points here tonight. Then in fifth, rounding your top 5 here tonight is going to be Jared K. He's currently right now at 1,333 points. He is currently 83 points away from your points leader here tonight. But the battle we'll keep an eye on. It's going to be Brad Nelson and Alex B. holding on for second and third place in the points, only 1 point away from each other, and even trying to catch up to Lee Campbell, which right now Lee Campbell holding on to 11th place, where we see right now Alex holding on to 13th place. So, that's kind of what we're seeing. Brad Nelson right now is the farthest one up in the pack here. Brad Nelson's holding on to 4th place here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see some more green flag racing here. The pace car will take that hard left into pit road here once again. Well, let's get ready to basically, like we say, let's get ready to rumble here tonight. Who's got what it takes? Who's going to be eating the bologna sandwich on this restart? Only one caution here so far. Lap 5 completed. Going to be lap 6 coming across the line, bringing it to 45 laps to go here tonight. Here we are into your restart zone. The leader's got what it takes. Beautiful start on the inside line. Here we go, coming down the front stretch, getting ready to go into turn number 1. And here we are. Look at that number 8 machine pushing. Not really pushing, but helping that draft to get the Evan pulling away. Gavin Henson right now holding on to third. Let's go on board on your roof cam. Right on board here with Adam. Trying to catch up to your leader here at the moment of time. What I love about Indianapolis is how these corners take here. Coming into turn number 3 right now, you can see the different lines these drivers take. But there's that little stretch from turn 3 to into turn 4. Usually in these corners at different tracks, you're just in the corner the whole time. And you got a little stretch. It makes it a little bit of a, challenge trying to get around and make these passes. So you can see right now, Evan pulling away about 0.42 second away from your leader. And right now, Adam's got some company. He's got Gavin Henson right on the inside of him, making that pass for second place. Or at least we got the paint schemes kind of updated here. Tried to, just got to basically uninstall and reinstall everything to make things work, apparently. Gotta love it. All right, don't forget, though, tomorrow night we'll be back live for some Xfinity Series. And then Friday, we might be seeing some more action going on. And then be back here next week on Monday again to see some more fantastic racing here. Right now, watching all the action going on a little bit further back to that number 47. I was watching David. Looking at his last lap was a 55.6, but while he comes across this line, I was watching him make some moves. That time by was a 53.7. He's close to your fast as your leader at the moment. He's put some tabs down and wiggle going on farther back. Ooh, great save. That was, I believe, the 01 of Stephen Gill getting a little loosey-goosey there, coming off, getting into the corner there. Great save. Try to hold on to it, though. Back up front, though. Here we are. Let's go pull up our mini driver bar here. Watching Gavin try to take on here tonight. We also will have everything updated for our scoreboards and the driver cameras and all of our information here this coming week. It's just been one crazy, hectic week with all the weather and everything. I've definitely been a very busy guy in the fire department. Kind of got let's just say we've had more calls lately than we have had in a long time. Side-by-side action going on. Jeffrey Fisher right now in the 22 on the inside here. Trying to make the pass on Stephen Gill in the 01, and he's able to, out of the corner there, into the, beautiful pass in that Yeti machine. It was able to conquer that position there. Able to pull away from the 01 out of turn number 2 down the back stretch. Lee Campbell in the number 60 holding on to 10th. We got Michael Cole and the 48. Look at these beautiful schemes here tonight. Hold on in 9th place. In 8th place is the 84 of Jacob. And actually, we're going to get a better look since we got some good racing going on in the Ghost machine. Look at Jacob in the 84 having a good run right now, holding on 8th place. David Moyer in the 47. Team America, love the red, white, and blue here tonight. Got Andy Barry, we the peeps, holding on in that number 21, holding on to 6th place. Right on the outside of him, making the pass. Here we are, the 41 of Joey Beam, holding on to now 6th place. We go up to 4th place, Adam Holston Concrete Machine, beautiful looking number 8 machine. We got Brad Nelson holding on to that number 33. It looks like our pitcher not wanting to show up here. Also Gavin Henson right now holding on in that number 39, red, white, and blue machine also. And we got the 71, red, white, and blue also. Loving the 4th of July looks here tonight. Couple of the drivers I did not point out because it kind of started halfway in the pack here, though. But the 35 GM Performance Parts here holding on to 14th place in the 01. Look at the red, white, look at the flag waving on this car here tonight. The good looking scheme you got going on. I want to say, let me know in the chat who's got the best looking car out here tonight. Let me know what number you see that catches your eye. You can see the number 92 of the Black Diamonds Designs machine. Since we're getting all situated here. Ooh, man, the 43 of Michael Cole. Pro Tint window tinting. All right, let's go back and talk about what's going on up front, though, while Evan is holding on to your lead. Gavin holding on about 0.2 seconds away from your leader here. Brad Nelson currently about a second away from your leader, about 0.8 away from Gavin Henson here for second and third. We've got 12 laps completed. We got 39 laps to go here. 75 degrees on the track. 115 degrees, actually 75 degrees outside, I apologize. 115 degrees on the track here tonight. Still about the same temperature at this moment of time since earlier tonight. Not too shabby for what's going on out here at all. Let me know in the chat, though, how's everybody doing here, knowing that, you know, it's the start of the week here and things can get crazy and get changed quickly. Just watching this battle for your lead, though. Gavin has closed it in on your leader here every single lap. He's about 0.1 second faster than Evan. Your leader right now, Evan, he is part of the 5-Star Racing team here tonight. So I was kind of looking at some of these drivers' information here tonight. Then one driver that sticks out is your points leader. Is going to be Lee Campbell, currently right now holding on to 11th place. A little bit about Lee Campbell here tonight. Lee's favorite NASCAR driver out there is going to be Ryan Blaney. He is from Boston Spa, New York. A little bit about Lee Campbell here tonight. Also, another driver here tonight is going to be Alex. Alex, his favorite NASCAR drivers here tonight is Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. He is from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is the owner of Black Diamond Designs. We appreciate Alex doing all the beautiful designs out here tonight. Definitely looking very well out here. All right now, while Alex is holding on to 9th place, a little bit of company right there behind him. He's got Lee Campbell. Right in front of Alex has got David Moyer, currently about 0.2 seconds of a gap between David and Alex for 8th and 9th place. Here at the moment of time, I'm kind of seeing some spaces going on, starting to happen here. The closest battle is going to be Joey Beam right now, trying to catch up to the number 60 of Lee Campbell to try make this pass here. And then the other battles going on is going to be right in front of David Moyer. That is going to be with Jacob and Andy. They're getting very close with each other there. About 0.1 to 0.2 second gap between each other out here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in here. Hope everybody's doing very well. Alrighty, with right now 36 laps to go at this moment. Looking at when will drivers have to start coming down into pit road to get some fresh fuel. I should say a full tank of fuel and fresh tires. Where I meant to say, they've been out there for 16 laps, but one of the drivers that went down pit road 12 laps ago, that is going to be Jacob in that 84 machine. He took about a 7.3 second stop in his box, probably getting some fuel to top that car off. And also Alex coming down pit road 12 laps ago, and that was a 6.7 second stop down and all the way down pit road 2. Another driver that just came down pit road 3 laps ago, that's going to be Gino in the number 35. He is currently 1 lap down. The first one lap down. If the caution comes down, he's got that lucky dog looking spot. So right now, maybe some strategy starting to happen here. You know, we always say, got to try to do something different. And here we go. Your leader coming down pit road to start the green flag pit stops here tonight. Will he have any other takers coming down with him tonight? We have Joey Beam coming down with him. We also have Jeffrey Fisher coming down pit road. You can see those 3 drivers at the moment. Gavin right now holding on to your lead. He stayed out. Will he come down pit road this time by? Brad Nelson holding on to second. Adam Holston in third. Jacob holding on to your 4th place. And your top 5, Andy Berry right now in the number 21. You know, when Gavin comes down, will Brad Nelson come down also? He's about a 0.2 second gap right there with him. You can see the close gaps going on with each other here at the moment of time. And there you are, ladies and gentlemen, both of them coming down pit road. Your top 2 now starting their pit stop strategy. And we got quite a few drivers coming down into pit road. You know, the biggest thing that we always say, though, and you don't want to make a mistake, is speeding down pit road, though, because that could hurt you. There he is, Gavin now currently holding on to 4th, starting his pit stop in his box now. Let's go back up front, though. The number 8 of Adam Holston is your leader here at the moment of time. Lee Campbell in second, but Raggy, the 84, has a black flag, and that might be coming down into pit road, might be speeding, so he may have to do a penalty of sitting in his box for a minute. Not what he wanted to see here whatsoever. Definitely going to hurt. Adam now coming down into pit road. He was your leader there for a minute. Now Alex is taking back the lead here tonight for the first time. And let's see, you know, he came down pit road and got that basically a 6.7 second stop. I would say basically just to top off that fuel. He's currently right now as your leader. When will he come down pit road here tonight? There is Alex, your leader here at the moment. Let's go on board into the driver's point of view, what it looks like, what he's doing here tonight. Look how much wheel he is putting it in here, coming into, I believe this is going to be turn number 4. You see how focused he is, coming close to the wall, coming down the front stretch, and he's going to lead here, bring the lap 20 completed. That is going to bring 31 laps to go here tonight. Another driver is going to be Jeff Fisher right now. Jeff is currently in 11th place here tonight, holding on, doing what he's got to do, having a good run here so far. Holding on to, about looking at a 55.420 lap time that last time. Well, that's what we're seeing. A couple of our driver cameras here tonight. We definitely want to give them a big shout out to be able to, give us a little bit more of a driver's point of view. Shows you what they, how hard they are working at trying to get, these cars, and to how much they are fighting these wheels to keep these cars straight here at this moment. And see, you also saw Alex coming down pit road now, starting his pit stop strategy here. But the other thing, while we were watching Alex there, with him being so focused, look how tight he was, though. Coming out of turn number 4, getting very close to that wall. That shows you could hear when he was getting off the gas pedal and getting on the gas pedal to try to get that car to be under control and not make a mistake. But right now, Alex still as your leader here, but about 3 seconds back and closing. Evan, right now, here he is crossing the line, now takes over the lead here once again. And what is cool to see right now, while we were just talking about Alex and Evan are both teammates for the 5-Star Racing. So right now, 5-Star Racing trying to make things happen here. Another driver part of 5-Star Racing is Adam Holston. So right there, those 3 drivers being part. The other teams out there tonight that we have out here, I was going to say, I thought we had a couple others, but it looks like a couple of them are not here tonight. But, you know, teamwork always helps pay off, especially knowing, you know, like making these tough calls, when to come down pit road and when not to. You know, and that's one of those strategies. Alex is on a whole different game plan than everybody else. He's been out there, you know, everybody's been out there for 3 to 4 laps, and when he's about on the first lap of fresh tires. So there's going to be about 3 to 4 lap difference to make it to the end. Well, those 3 to 4 laps be a big difference to make things happen. Right now, track temperature has gone up a degree out there now, 116 degrees out here on this track. The closest battle out here right now is going to be Alex at the moment in 8th place. He is trying to close it in here to Lee Campbell. And that is about a 0.3 second gap here at the moment of time. Other than that, we got about over seconds to 3-second gaps between each other right now, kind of all spaced out here at the moment with these pit stops. But while we're watching all this, we're going to keep everybody up to date. We're going to do our play-by-play here. We'll be right back here after this commercial break.
Time to talk. It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
For tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
All right, back live watching right now on board here with the number 92 of Alex. Watching all this action right in front of him. He's got some company. He's trying to make some things happen in front of him. Look at the battle right there. That's going to be the 21 of Andy Berry. And I believe the 47 of David Moyer. They're battling it out, and he's just watching all this happen right in front of him. See if he can get into number turn number 3 and turn number 4. You can see he lets off the gas pedal a little bit sooner than, but look at the run he's getting off of turn number 3 coming into turn number 4 now. Good battles going on right now. This is kind of the closest battle here at the moment of time. Why we're looking at a wall here. There we go. For some reason, watching Brad Nelson right in front of him. Gavin getting into the wall there. And the number 39 giving a little bit of stripes towards the wall. Definitely can hurt you a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't hurt him too bad here tonight. And that is for second and third place battle. We got 24 laps to go to the end of this race. Still getting close, but the battle that we're getting very close on is right here watching, right now. You saw on board with the 4760 of Lee Campbell getting around. That is for 7th and 8th place. You can see Andy Berry tried to mess up the draft here for Alex. Alex now going to try to get onto the outside here. Can he get a stick? He looks like he's now going to look on the inside line. The very good battle going on with all 4 of these drivers here at the moment in time. All right, want to give some shout outs here tonight. First, big shout out to is going to be the NXT Level Technologies. This is one of the league sponsors here. We definitely appreciate them coming on board here for the Mystic Racing Series. Thank you very much. Head on over there and look them up and get your NXT Level Technologies. We appreciate them. Also is going to be Fall Creek Plumbing, your residential and your commercial needs, established in 2021. If you want to get your any plumbing needs done, head on over there and look them up and let them know. We appreciate Fall Creek Plumbing coming on board here for the Mystic Racing League. Also, Jackie Jones. You want to get yourself a new car, head down to Cleveland, Georgia, and get yourself a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, and you get, basically get a new vehicle coming off the lot. Definitely make yourself look good. Get yourself like in a Jeep Wrangler, or get yourself in a nice looking truck, or how about a Dodge Charger? All right. Also, we want to give a big shout out to is going to be Dubby, being a sponsor here for Redline Racing Network. If you want to get yourself a energy drink powder to help you out there, head on over to W. You can use 10%. You can get 10% off your order if you use code REDLINE. All right, and last, or a couple other ones, I should say, not last, but one of the another league sponsor here is going to be Black Diamond Designs. We saw Alex being one of those drivers having beautiful designs on his car. He is the owner for Black Diamond Designs. We appreciate them coming on board here tonight too. The other big shout out to is going to be going to Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you wanted some new tires, front end alignments, things like that, they can hook you up. So we appreciate Delta Tire coming on board. Also, to Sheath Underwear, use promo code NOLIFT. You can get yourself 20% off your order. So we appreciate Sheath coming on board here tonight. Also, last but not least, there we go. Last but not least, Barbecue Bee Sauce. And we got a couple drivers coming down pit road. Couple takers coming down pit road. It looks like Gino, Evan, Andy, David, and Michael starting these strategies. What we're saying about Barbecue Bee Sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, head on over their Facebook or website and order you some delicious sauce. They also are on Amazon if you want to get yourself some. So we appreciate that coming on board. But we have hit the 20 laps to go mark here tonight. We're getting down to the crunch time here in just a little bit. Right now, Gavin and Brad, 1 and 2. Adam, or I should say Brad and Gavin, 1 and 2. Adam in third right now. Alex in fourth, and Lee in fifth, running your top 5 right now. So a lot of drivers been out there for at least 14 laps on this run so far. All right, looking back at some of these lap times, while I was hesitating there, I was looking at Brad Nelson's 54.330, and Gavin's is a 54.365, but 0.03 of a difference between first and second. Everybody else right now is what's comical. From third place all the way down to eighth place, they're running about a 54.4 second lap times here, and it's kind of ranging between 54.45 to about 0.48. They're kind of all in different areas, but they're all in the 54.4 second lap times. Only 2 drivers in the 0.3 are your top 2 at the moment of time. We've only had 1 caution here so far tonight. Here's your race recap for tonight. We've had 1 caution, 3 laps under caution. We've had 5 lead changes here tonight, and that's all due to the drivers doing their pit strategy calls. A couple of them getting some laps led, and a couple of those drivers getting some laps led. Evan right now has led 24 laps tonight. A couple other drivers that have led some laps tonight is the driver up front. Brad has led 3. Gavin has led 1. Adam has led 1. Alex has led 3 laps here so far tonight. So there's a couple of your drivers, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen, your leader. Oh, man, there might be a black flag. I'm not sure. That was coming in high. You can see that tire smoke coming in. Looks like David Boyer did get a black flag down pit road, but you can see the 33 starting his pit stop. 39 also be involved there. Let's go on your roof cam of a couple of these drivers. Ooh, there we go. You can see Gavin getting into his pit box here at the moment of time. Close up front, though. So Alex, though, is your leader while everything is underway. He's been out there for 13 laps. What will happen here in just a little bit? When will he come down? If he can make it a couple more laps, he might be able to make it to the end here with a different strategy plan than everybody else. The thing is, I would say, is you might want to try to save as much as possible here, if you can. You can hear him getting off the gas pedal a little bit there, trying to save coming into the corner. Also don't want to lose a lot of ground. Adam is about 0.1 second away from Alex right now, pulling out of turn number 2 down the backstretch here at the moment of time. Lee Campbell, you can see right there for your 3rd place. You can see 1, 2, and 3 very close together. About 27 seconds back from your leader is going to be the number 71 of Alex. Not Alex, I mean Evan. Evan right now was, in the 71, 27 seconds back. He has already come down pit road 4 laps ago. But here he is, number 8, Adam Holston, going down pit road to start his lap time now. Lee Campbell staying out, and so is Alex. Go on board here with Alex here at the moment. Watch him try to hold on into turn number 1, getting off the gas, back on the gas pedal, not to get into the wall. Also trying to save a little bit to get enough fuel in that car. Well, here at lap 15 completed, though, we're going to do our last commercial break here tonight, here at the 15th lap mark. Usually we do it around lap 20, but since it's kind of a how this track is, and we had some strategy calls going on here while the leader coming down pit road now, so is Lee Campbell. This is going to be your last commercial break of the night here tonight. So before we do that, big thank you to everybody watching out here tonight. Hope everybody's enjoying the show, and thank you for everybody allowing these drivers to come out and give us a race to be able to produce. If it wasn't for you, we would not be able to do this. So thank you very much. Alrighty, here we go. Seeing a couple drivers down pit road, and Lee Campbell holding on to your lead, but here's Evan now taking your lead over.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
It's time to talk.
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 Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, back watching all this action. 11 laps to go right now. Watching this battle going on though between Alex, Lee, Adam, and Andy. Right now, good battles going on. You can see Lee Campbell getting around Adam there. Oh, getting switcheroo. Oh man, this could be very dicey. Great job, able to hold on to a great passing, great racing all around here right now. Man, oh man, this is going crazy. And this is what we like to call racing right here tonight. That's 11 to go, coming to 10 laps. The temperature has dropped out, back down to 150 degrees here at the moment of time. Looking back, right now we got 11 drivers on the lead lap. Gino in 12th place, being the first one lap down, and so is Jacob, currently 1 lap down. But you know that's cool to see right now is the battle going on. Look how close Gino and Jacob are for trying to get back, being the first one lap down for the Lucky Dog position. Good battles going on right now. Back up front though, Evan as your leader right now in first place, trying to keep the distance of a 3.8 second gap from first to second place here right now. Evan doing what he's got to do, having a great run here so far tonight. Looks like Gino did come down pit road, and we do have a yellow flag out on the track here at the moment of time. I'm not exactly sure who was involved there. Well, let's go back and see exactly what just happened. currently at the moment, I'm not seeing the reason why the yellow flag came out. Our information is not showing us why there was a yellow flag. I did see Gino coming down into pit road. And that was the reason right there. Gino, I did see him come down pit road. I just didn't see him get turned around there. And that was the reason our caution came out there, trying to come down into pit road and locking those brakes up, getting them turned around though. So that's going to bring out our second caution here tonight with just 8 laps to go. And man, Evan had a big lead there. Unfortunately, now, about a 3-second gap. That's going to start side by side here. Brad Nelson holding on to second place, and Gavin holding on to third here tonight. Let's see if we can talk to a couple more drivers before I just want to make sure they don't go down pit road and not want to pull them up and make that mistake. But while we're talking about looking at your points and everything, Brad Nelson holding on to second, Alex in third for your point standings at this moment of time. Looking right now, Brad Nelson staying in front of Alex at the moment. He's going to be looking at staying at the second place in points, but that can change very quickly. Here we are, the race down into pit road here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's got what it takes to see the long down pit road. Evan going to lead everybody down. Here's the gap between the 71 and the 33, the 39 right on that back door. That's the thing. Don't want to miss your pit stop and don't want to make the mistake coming off of pit road. The perfect one, though, is Evans got that front row seat off of pit road. If he can get it going there, the race off of pit road. Lee Campbell crossing the line. Adam Holston in second. Alex in third. 1, 2, and 3. Alex looked like had a great pit stop there. So did Adam and Lee. Looking back at Evan right now, his pit stops. Look at the differences, and that is why. So your leader that was up front most of the night, Evan, 14.4 second stop. And your top two, Lee and Adam, took a 9-second stop. Basically just either a 2-tire or just a full tank of fuel here tonight. We have 7 laps to go. Going to be bringing it to 6 laps this time by under caution here. Here's your caution information. 2 laps under caution, 2 cautions so far, 5 laps under caution, 7 lead changes here tonight. Alrighty, with that being said, right now, Lee Campbell as your leader. Adam holding on a second, Alex in third. So with Lee and Adam being up front, what lane will one of the drivers want to pick? I'm going to make sure we don't go green flag this time by. If we don't, I'll try to pull a driver up here. I just hate trying to pull them up, but only when we're getting ready to go and messing up their concentration to get all lined up here. But, things we always say, who will be eating the bologna sandwich on the restart? That's where the big thing. Here we are, pace car lights off, so time to line up. But, we do have a driver getting back on the lead lap, though, too, and that is going to be that number 84 of Jacob. And Gino should be getting 1 lap back there, too. He was the one in the front of it, so one got a lucky dog, one got the wave around there. Alrighty, back up to who's going to be eating the bologna sandwich on the restart. That's how tricky it can be. And why I say that, let's go on board here. I'm going to show you. As a driver's point of view, Adam right now, you can see what he's staying back a little bit, but he's got to keep an eye on that leader. Leader will be able to leave any place in that restart box. And as second place, why I say eating up bologna sandwich, if you're not paying attention and that leader takes off and you're looking away, you're kind of in a sitting duck because everybody else is going to be trying to fly by you. We've seen it happen multiple times, and that it's never very fun. But we should be going back. Green flag this time, so we're going to be bringing it to 5 laps to go to the end of this race. And then it's crunch time, time to go. And who's got what it takes to get themselves a beautiful, perfect race win or a top 3, because we do our post-race show after this race here tonight. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook and YouTube side of things. We definitely appreciate it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We definitely appreciate that. We're here for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Racing Series. Let's get ready to see the pace car take that hard left into pit road. Flagman gonna start dancing up in his little box. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if this will be the last time for your restart here tonight. Here's your green flag out in the year. Beautiful start by up front. Man, oh man, look at the number 60 pulling away already. There might have been bologna sandwich eaten up in the top line. Alex was able to dominate that to get that position, holding on to second place now. Lee Campbell, your points leader here, holding on to your lead while we have 5 laps to go. Adam holding on to third, Brad in fourth, Evan in fifth. Three wide right now going on here. This is where it gets very dicey very quickly, and oh my goodness, they were able to hold on to it. That could have been a very scared moment, especially being in the middle. You don't want to be the sandwich. A couple drivers trying to stay off the wall, had to shoot down low very quickly. Here we are, almost 3 to 4 wide, coming down the front stretch into turn number 1. Double file right now going on with the 71 of Evan and the 33 of Brad. But we do have a change of lead right now. Alex has taken the lead over from Lee Campbell. There, at the moment of time, pulling away about a 0.186 of a gap from first to second place. 4 laps to go here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's see if Alex can keep everybody behind. Here we are, got a battle for second place now between Evan and Lee. Crossing the line, coming into turn number 1. Lee Campbell getting the run on the outside line. Here he's got Gavin on the inside line at the moment of time. Evan, he is closing it in here on Alex now. Alex trying to hold on to the lead. Can he do it? The last lap Evan ran was a 53.3. Alex ran a 53.7. He's getting closer and closer. Here he is on the outside line. He was looking. Alex protecting that bottom line. Can he protect it and keep trying to have Evan pass on the outside line? That's what it looks like. Oh, we got a yellow flag out on the track. Road Raggy. I see right now Jacob being involved there tonight. All right, here is, I believe, the replay that we just seen with the caution coming out. The 84 goes up a little high there. The 80, a little bit of contact with the 21. That's going to get him turned around, looking back the wrong way. All right, Andy Berry right now. Let's go on board with him on the roof cam and go a little bit farther back, though, on that situation because this is what Andy Berry saw. Andy had to get off the gas a little from the number 8. The 84 drifts up a little bit. Not much room that the both drivers had there, and that's going to get the turnaround. Unfortunately, that is going to bring out our third caution of the night. 6 laps so far under caution. 9 lead changes here tonight. Alex right now holding on to your lead. Evan in second. Gavin in third. That's your 1, 2, 3. How many takers do we have coming down into pit road here tonight? That is going to be the biggest question. Will we have any takers? Or, we got basically a green-white checker to the end of this. Can they make it to the end? Or do they have enough to be able to save? Couple takers farther back did come down pit road. That it looks like Jeffrey Fisher, Andy Berry, and Jacob Z coming down pit road there. So with the green-white checker to the end of this race, this is where it comes and gets a little crazy, knowing things can happen, anything will happen, especially being green-white checkers. We've seen race after race craziness happen. We're looking at also the fastest driver of the night here tonight. That is going to go to Evan. He ran a 53.148. That was on lap 48 here tonight. Your biggest mover since the start of this race is going to be 5 positions. Actually, I lied. That is 9 positions. And that is your race leader right now, Alex, the biggest mover of the night. Alex started in 10th place, currently up as your leader here right now. The other thing, couple of drivers that have used some fast repairs here tonight, and that is going to be going to the number 41 of Joey Beam. He used the fast repair. Also to the 84, Jacob C right now, currently in 11th. He's used a fast repair. Also, Andy Berry, another driver that has used a fast repair. There is a black flag on the track right now. That is going to go to Gino in the number 35. Looks like he's got the end of the line penalty here tonight, so he's going to have to start at the end of the line here on this restart. All right, I was trying to get some interviews in real quick, but while I was looking, we're getting down pace the front stretch, and we might be going green flags. Our next interviews will probably be our post-race show of this night here tonight. All righty, let's see who's got what it takes to get themselves a victory lane here. I was also going to look at here and give you a little bit of insight about the next coming races. So, as of Chicagoland Speedway of last week, the race that I unfortunately was not able to attend, John Freeman got himself the win that for the 100 laps last week. Here being at Indianapolis, this is race number 12. We'll be going next week on July 7th, I apologize. On July 7th, we're going to be going to Daytona International Speedway for 55 laps. That will be race number 13. On Monday, July 14th, we're going to Martinsville Speedway. And then the last race of the season will be Phoenix Raceway. And that will be on... does I have the updated day on that one? But after July 14th, will be probably the following week after that. A couple of the little bit of insights this season. We've had a couple of different drivers win, and They have Talladega, the first race of the season. Cody Gills got himself the win. Rashawn got himself the win at Kentucky. Lee Campbell got himself the win at the Milwaukee Mile and Watkins Glen. Jacob C. got himself the win at Bristol. And Pocono. John Freeman got himself a win at Kansas and at Charlotte. Cody Gills got another win at Nashville, so he got 2 wins this season. Colin Bollinger got himself a win at Richmond, and you can see that's last week. John Freeman got himself a win at Chicagoland. So that's a couple of different drivers, and a couple of drivers that got themselves a couple of wins already this season. But all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get back green flag racing in your restart zone. Green flag out of the air here tonight. No driver eating a bologna sandwich here, because look at your top 2 battling already here into turn 1 and 2. Turn 1, coming to turn number 2. As long as Alex can hold that bottom line, he may have what it takes to get himself the win. It's getting a little tricky to try to pass on the outside line, but Evan, he is giving the push all the way down the backstretch into turn number 3. Evan wants to get himself another win this season. Let's see what is going to happen here out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Here we go. And somebody's going for a ride on the inside. Oh, who is that? I believe that might have been Stephen Gill going for a ride. So we have the white flag out in the air here tonight. And man, oh man, Stephen got a lot of damage. So white flag out in the air here. Let's see who's got what it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex, he is going to try to hold off the number 71 behind him. Can he do it? Let's see if he can protect that inside line. Brad Nelson holding on to 3rd. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, coming here out of turn number 4. Coming to the front stretch. Your race winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is going to Alex P. in the number 92. Congratulations to Alex. Evan holding on to 2nd, and Brad Nelson holding on to 3rd. All right, man, what a night for these drivers. Alex and Evan, 2 teammates there. Brad Nelson holding on to your 3rd place. Gavin Hinson in 4th, Lee Campbell in 5th. Man, oh man, what a night for some of these drivers. Here is your race results here tonight from your top 4 right now. We have Alex, Evan, Brad, and Gavin. From 5th to 8th, we have Lee, Michael, Adam, and Jacob. 9th through 12th, we have Joey, Jeffrey, Gino, and Andy. And from 13th to 15th, we have Steven, David, and Joshua. Your race results here tonight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Here for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Racing Series. Watching Alex burn it out here. Well-deserved win here tonight. While he's burning it out, we're going to watch him, and we're going to get these drivers situated for our post-race show of this night here tonight. We'll talk to Brad, Evan, and Alex here and see how they're feeling, able to get themselves in the beautiful spot here tonight. All right, we're going to pause it here and talk to our 3rd place finisher here in the number 33, able to make it happen here tonight. Let's find out and see how he is feeling here tonight. Your 3rd place finisher, Brad Nelson. Hey, Brad, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Look at you, able to get yourself a win, or not the win, a third place finishing here tonight. I was getting ready to pull Alex up. Third place tonight. Look at that. How are you feeling? Able to have a great night and a great strategy and get yourself in a podium spot tonight.
It feels good, man. I wish it would have went green, really, to see how all the strategies would have played out. It would have been interesting. A couple good restarts there, and I just shuffled up and just didn't have nothing for Alex at the end. Him and Janik got it out too far. So, but a good run anyway. Third's pretty good.
Heck yeah. The strategy, like you said, there was a couple drivers on different strategies tonight, and that's what I always love is when it comes down to that, of who's going to have the more fuel or less fuel. If you don't mind me asking, do you think if we would have not had that caution and everything, they're able to save fuel and things like that, would you have made it to the end of the different strategies everybody was on?
Well, right before the caution come out, I was catching up to some lap cars, and I was going to use the draft to try to save. I was about 3/10 of a lap short, so I had about 4 or 5 laps to go. So I was going to try to use the draft to save some fuel, but caution come out and cards fell a different way.
Well, buddy, was able to get your P3 here tonight. Who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this thing possible?
I'm gonna shout out Caswell Glass, and I appreciate Alex him putting this on. This is good, and Mystic Racing League, we have a good time in there too. So, but I appreciate these guys. It's good, clean racing.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, I hope you have a great night. Congratulations on your P3 tonight. Hopefully, maybe next week we'll see you in either one spot or 2 spots better, and maybe get yourself a win next week.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
All right. Good luck, bud.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, that is Brad Nelson there. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, your P2 finisher here tonight. Let's find out how Evan is feeling, able to get a lot of laps led and able to finish P2 tonight. Hey, Evan, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yep, gotcha.
All right, Evan, look at you, able to bring home a P2 tonight. Congratulations, bud. What a battle we watched out here, especially trying to have you get around Alex there. And the battle's all night with you. You led quite a few laps tonight. How are you feeling?
That was pretty good. I was using it as practice for the Mystic Racing League events Thursday and Friday. So really happy with everything I learned, especially in the dirty air racing, Alex.
Heck yeah. Well, I was looking, especially the last couple of laps. If Alex, because Alex was able to hold that bottom line, it feels like if you're able to get onto the inside of him there, what do you think would have taken to try to get around if he had a couple more laps? Because you're fast, you're running about a 53.5, where his last lap was a 53.6, just a 0.1 second. You're a 0.1 second faster than him. Do you think you would have tried to give him a little bit of a bump to get him around?
I don't think I could have. With these ARCA cars, the bubble is really big. So as soon as I got close to his bumper, I just started pushing him forward. So I really don't know what I could have done different. It's just so tight with these things, and if you're not on the bottom on the restart, you just fall back. So I was lucky to finish second.
Heck yeah. Well, bud, congratulations on your P2 tonight, buddy. Well deserved. Let's see if next week get yourself one spot better and get yourself a race win.
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you. All right, that is Evan there, your second place finisher here tonight. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your race winner here. Let's see how he is feeling here to able to bring home the win. Hey, Alex, is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Brandon. Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Look at that, getting yourself a win tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling here tonight?
I'm ecstatic. It was my first win in the Mystic Racing League, so it's a little more special than any win. But battling for the championship here with 3 races left now, I think 11 points behind coming into the night. So winning will definitely help me bridge that gap and hopefully make me a little closer going into the final 3 races.
Heck yeah, and you're talking about the points, and man, it's very close, especially between you and Brad. It was the difference between you and Brad is by 1 point, and definitely tonight able to that made you get past that, and I don't. It's gonna be close on. I believe you and Lee. It's gonna be between. I want to say the battle between you, Lee, and Brad by the end of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle, that's for sure. With 3 races to go, I think we got Daytona next week, which, I mean, that's Daytona. Anything could happen. And then I believe we go to Martinsville and Phoenix, so both some shorter tracks. So it'll be a fun race to the finish for all three of us.
Heck yeah. Well, with looking back at tonight's race, but it was a heck of a race. Trying to battle it out and how the different. I want to point out the different strategy you were on there for the long. The caution kind of messed it up there, but you came down pit road on that first caution. I want to say it just a top off of field, if I'm not mistaken. How did that? Looking forward, if we would have stayed green, could you have made it to the end with the different strategy call that you did?
Yeah, so I had to start in the pits because I missed the start because I was dealing with some league adminning stuff. So I missed the start by accident, and then I figured I was in the back with that caution on the third lap or whatever. So I topped off, and that changed my whole strategy for the whole race. And I was good on the at the end. I had a lap extra of fuel, and so I think if it went green the whole way, I don't know if I think Brad and Gavin both said that they were probably short, going to be close. Evan was definitely short, so it would have been a battle to the finish. But I was good to go, and then we had that unfortunate caution. I took 2 tires on that pit stop, and that seemed to prevail. Thankfully, it was tough, but it worked out.
Heck yeah, it definitely did, and able to get yourself the win, like you mentioned. And congratulations, well deserved. But who do you want to give a big shout out to that made the number 92 possible here tonight?
Yep. So shout out to Black Diamond Design. So it's my design company. So if you need a scheme, hit me up. We sponsor the ARCA series here and the truck series as well. Shout out to the 5-star racing team. So Evan's my teammate. He kind of held them back a little bit. I don't know how much he gave me at the end, but I think I would have held him off if I had to. But shout out to him and Adam both. Adam was racing with me for a while up here as well. So and shout out to you for putting on the broadcast for us.
Heck yeah, well, buddy, I hope you have a great night. Stay safe out there. Congratulations once again, and we'll see you next week. Let's see if you could go back to back and get yourself another win at Daytona. Because, like you said, anything is possible, and you never know.
Yeah, we could wreck out lap one, or we could win. That's Daytona for you. So it'll be fun.
Well, let's hope not you don't wreck out, and maybe if you do wreck out,
Let's
let's hope you wreck out on your hood, crossing the finish line, winning the race. Wouldn't
That's
that be
true.
a good
Well,
finish?
if we wreck lap one, we do have a faster pair, so we'll get it fixed up and just hopefully there's no more wrecks at that point. But let's hope there's no wrecks at all and we finish first.
Heck yeah! All right, buddy. Have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, Brandon. Have a good one.
You too. All right, that is Alex there, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner here tonight. Congratulations to him. I hope everybody enjoyed this show. Thank you for everybody tuning in here. I do apologize for all my issues, and I know Matt's live too, trying to get us situated. So I do apologize for all the issues out there on our YouTube channel. I know there was some things going on, so thank you for that. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back live tomorrow night for some Xfinity racing. If you want to see some more crazy action, stay tuned. Other than that, stay safe, have a great night, and we'll see everybody later on.